What up, what up, what up, what up, guys? It's the Far Radio. We are on episode number 9, and you're with your host, Simo Sake. So I hope you guys, you had a productive week since we're on the Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday, guys, and I hope wherever you are, listening to soulful jams, you're having soul food, good vibes, good conversations. Mhlambe la ukhona uhleli nomuntu wakho, mhlambe la ukhona uhleli nomndeni wakho, or maybe mhlambe nikhiphile, you went to the markets. You're just spending time with family, just preparing for your week ahead and your Mondays. So yeah, ngiyathemba ukuthi ni-grand, guys, and I know it's been a lot that we covered this week, and I'm grateful for those who have been tuning in. At the same time, futhi, I also want to thank them, and I also want to encourage abantu ukuthi ba-subscribe, ba-like, ba-share with others. And I've noticed ukuthi most of the topics that we covered, most yawo, abantu abaningi they relate because it's some of the things ezenzakalayo, and we're grateful for that. So yeah, guys, a lot of things I wanted to cover today. A lot of things I wanted to cover. Also have some good music, suiting for the mood namhlanje. So I hope you tune in, and then tell a friend to tell a friend that it's Far Radio time, and it's the Sunday edition. So yeah, guys. I've been noticing something just of late about umuntu yazi. I cannot believe ukuthi nama I've been falling for the trap. I don't know, mhlambe noma ibiyenzo ukuthi mhlambe umuntu bekade buya ingayizolo I was having a productive day, like noma a busy day, let me put it like that. So I've been noticing the entire scrolling syndrome, ukuthi how potent it is and how much of a disease it is, yabo. So iba ingozi lento ekuthenini isikhathi esiningi sina we've normalized a cell phone to be our very own TV. As a result, uthola ukuthi manje umuntu unokuspenda mhlambe 2 hours esefonini just scrolling nje, and I don't know ukuthi isuke yenziwa mhlambe kuba entertained noma mhlambe usukunento sokufuna ukuyicheck mhlambe like out of a concern. So nje i tricky lento le, it's so tricky in a sense that ngibe victim yayo, not that I'm perfect, I'm not perfect as you all know, but ngibe victim yayo nje nami ngendlela futhi phansi nginganakile ukubona uzokwenza into uthola usikoda unakile ukuthi hayibo yazi nakho ngiba victim ngempela yalento le. And manje ingozi lento, to me I see it as ingozi ngoba manje isikhathi esiningi futhi most of the conversations esuke noma most of the content that we consuming content ezos sneaker that form of a pleasure. I feel like we don't engage kuma thought-provoking conversations unless mhlambe something huge happens, in a sense that mhlambe kuba nento esehlakalo esinzima that can either affects lives or affects us as a community. So nje I wanna know, guys, ukuthi do you also suffer from mhlambe scrolling syndrome, or is scrolling syndrome the new norm in now? Because I don't think it's one of the isn't a right, yabo. Especially if it's something that you know what you don't capitalize from. Because phela manje iba inkinga into abothola ukuthi manje you always wena nje njalo nje uyaconsume, yabo, uyaconsume nje you yabo. Imagine from ukuvuka ngo5 or ngo4 you scrolling uzusuka empedeni ngo8. You understand leon? So 4, 5, 6, 7, excuse, that's 4 hours. That's almost half of a shift umuntu osuke esebenza like a normal job, a 9 to 5. You understand? That's half of a shift yakhe. So manje iba tricky lento le. And mina angazi njengoba mhlawumbe njengoba ngisho mhlawumbe mina in my case it's because mhlawumbe ngayizolo ngilale ngivele ngikhathele. But I'm not saying ukuthi it's an excuse, but I'm just saying ukuthi is it become into norm, is it become our own television? Because even naseimotweni abo umuntu osesekuseni you will find umuntu uthola ukuthi nje they are scrolling, they don't want to engage. Because I remember there was a guy ohlala ngasekhaya, I could see ukuthi he wants to engage, but ngenxa ukuthi manje he was scrolling on the phone, wagcina sengakwazanga ukuthi communicate nami, like we didn't even have a conversation till imoto sekumele sikhokhe imali. You understand leyo nto? Manje lento efike ibe tricky kumina ukuthi have we become that generation othola ukuthi sesi-clued up in our phones? And if that's the case, is that a good thing now? Is that a bad thing? Because you know ukuthi as IFA Radio, we like to engage in conversations that will spark, I don't want to say debate, but thought-provoking conversations. We need to conversate about such things. Esazi ukuthi okay, yabo lezi ziyasiza, yabo leyo nto leyo, and ziyasibuild up futhi as the community. Because I believe ukuthi the greater purpose of IFA Radio is IFA session as a whole. Since from the inception, it was fantasy and reality. I named it that because I wanted us to distinguish between a fantasy and reality, so that umuntu engekaze aphile impilo yo-fantasize kakhulu, but aphinda abuyele kwi-reality ukuthi no man, come back to reality yabo, and understand ukuthi i-life is all about having izinto that will move us as a community. And by saying izinto ezosmova, no one said ukuthi izinto lezi ezosmova should be some things that are glamorous, yabo, izinto lezi grand, nan. So we need to understand that part. Yabo, into engisho ukuthi is scrolling gig now the new norm, yabo. I don't know, but erase that concern. Let me just put it like that. Erase that form of concern. We should be the generation that invested in how do we move the needle, how do we improvise, how do we evolve in those sectors that we in. Purpose, are we aligned with that purpose? If now we're engaging on social media, can that thing help us to move? Understand? Move like move along noma accordingly ukuthi sikwazi ukuyazini uma ngisuka la ngisuka from here to here, I know it's okay, this is what I'm gonna do, yabo. And siyazi ukuthi we fail forward, but manje I feel like most of us we want to fail kodwa while we're being entertained. But manje you cannot fail by being entertained. We are failure, you learn, you move. You fail, you learn, you move. You fail, you learn, you move. So I wanna know, guys. I wanna know what is your thoughts, because for me, it raises my eyebrows like cool. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It raises my eyebrows. So I wanna know from you guys what is your thoughts? What are your thoughts regarding regarding the whole scrolling thing? Should it be something as zuma in gonna see big say, or should it be something as you would okay, like we need to find ways about to move and open something also? And I know what's very most of us or the youth, we in most states we are unemployed, yabo. So that's the only way as squads and our see for us to avoid ukuthi futhi singabi tempted, you understand? But then we need to understand leyo part ukuthi kumele kube na something ezokwazi ukuthi sipush, sikwazi ukuthi siqhubeke like in life, sikwazi ukuthi ukuphusha ngempela sihlanganise. Because to be honest with you, most of the time into eziningi engihlezi ngikhuluma nabantu, even with the young ones, I always tell them about the importance of saving. I'm not the person kahle who engage in small talk. Let me just put it like that. If you want to engage in small talk, vele keep it out of the equation, man. Yabo, keep it out of the equation because I'm not the one for that. Yabo, I'm not the one for that. I'm not the one for small talk. I don't want to be that one for the small talk. I'm yabo. So yeah, guys, because it's in you have to understand in life, you have to risk sometimes your freedom so that the generation that will come after you can be able to live in the grand. You understand? So we need to understand the party for the generation that will come after you. Ibe right kufanele kube nama-risk ozowathatha nawe owazi ukuthi okay yazini mina ngiyayithatha le risk, and ngiyithatha le risk because of 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and kufanele ukwenze lokho. Every penny of isent olitholayo must be focused ekuthenini kufanele ukwazi ukuthi how can you improve your lineage and your generation ngaleli sento osukulithola. We don't need to conversate about lokho ukuthi mhlambe we know like the information is there, guys. It's just ukuthi sithatha ama risk. I believe ukuthi khona into esho 50 Cent ethi get rich or die trying. It's either I'm gonna get rich or I'm gonna die in the process, but I know what I was doing, what I wanted, what I've always wanted to do. So we need to instill that mentality to us as the youth and avoid the scrolling syndrome. Because ingozi lento scrolling syndrome, ingozi is so much that you end up being stimulated by seeing other people doing things ngey'mpilo zabo. Lento yenzeka even nakuyilento le what you call even on YouTube, you don't become a victim on scrolling over your phone, even scrolling on your computer manje, So we need to understand Leo past Leo in life, the more you take risks, the more you are tasked to ubinama responsibilities, and the more responsibilities you have, the less distracted you are. So let's go to a song and then we'll come back and then continue the show. It's the Far Radio, guys, the home of good vibes and good conversations. That song was Sunday by The House by Dane. So guys, since we in that spirit of about these things, about scrolling syndrome, I'm also noticing something ukuthi into esikhabathayo futhi thina as unit or abantu, we have normalized izinto that are distracting us to be part of our habits. You understand that? I think sure we've glorified Leon. Yesterday I was having a conversation with one of my friends. Yes, sometimes in life it's not about you elevate, or should I say to elevate somewhere or to graduate somewhere from one point to the other point. All it takes is for you to outgrow Leon. For an example, take me for an example. Yes, I live in the hood, but deep down I've outgrown the hood that I'm living in. I've come to a point ukuthi la khona ngifuna ukuthi manje ngikhule from ukuthenini ngingahlali ngisendaweni eyi-one, and I wanna just leave this place that I'm in. Ngazi ukuthi okay yazini manje I wanna ngifacane nama challenges amasha, and futhi when I leave, I'm not living with the intention of ukuthi ngifuna ukubuya. That's another thing that you need to understand. Sometimes when you outgrow into to a point ukuthi you don't have any desire ukuthi hayi ngiyaphuma la but ngizobuya futhi ngizo. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You need to be able to okay, these things that's as a distraction for me, eventually they will become a habit. E.g., if I'm always in the club, I'm always drinking alcohol, I'm always spending money with friends, leyo izoba a habit, so much so that when I get money and my friends are no longer around, I will start to create another friends engizodla imali yami nabo. So I'm saying, I'm not saying ukuthi ungabe distracted as umuntu, which goes back to the scrolling syndrome, but what I'm saying is you need to change your distractions. For an example, if you want to change your distractions, start by reading books instead of scrolling. Start if you are on social media, look at abantu who are where you wanna be. Now I haven't figured it out, and I believe with some of the people that I've keep who are my acquaintances or consider as friends, they are also now building themselves up, but they are bangaphezulu kunami ngokwempilo. And I admire that about me. And I admire that about them. They instill their form of motivation. So, with that being said, I'm saying, the distractions that you have, change them. If you see ukuthi okay njalo wena usuhlezi manje uluza imali because usukufuna pleasure kanti besisele la emhlabeni ukuthi sizothenga yini izinto ezostimulator okanye sizothenga pleasure yini na isn't the whole goal of ukuthi sophila emhlabeni you pursue your purpose and then your purpose generates some form of income. You know it's okay, the purpose into life, and then you buy freedom now to be able to okay you feed your generation and the next generation and the next generation. So you know it's okay if you do that means there's a lot of things that you need to change again now. Yeah, but you need to change a lot of things. You need to change even the relationships that you have with people. You need to change a lot of things. Let me just put it like that. So you cannot do that without to change the habits that you have. Because it's about ayikho into ebuhlungu uthola ukuthi kade usebenza the whole week or the whole month. Then after you've been working for the whole month, now umusuthi uyapaphama like Holy Friday, but Sunday usuyoboleka imali kumashonisa. Nje namhlanje ukade uhola Friday but namhlanje usubusy uyoboleka imali kumashonisa. Isho ukuthini leyo nto leyo? Yabo? Isho ukuthini? Yabo leyo nto leyo. So angazi like ezinye zezinto that are my concerns ukuthi are we taking enough credits na eksenini sifake i-effort ey'ntweni esizenzayo sesivele nje sithi no yabo leyo nto hayi umuntu akenza noma yini mfethu athanda ukuyenza wara yabo ngapha manje naleyo nto leyo sometimes you need to sit down uhlale nabantu who are driven abazokutshela ukuthi no lalela mfethu these things nje sozenza hayi mash build a house yabo. I have friends who've built houses now yabo. Off of the conversations esasinabo, yes they had that in mind, but those conversations that we had isn't a positive zaphuma lapho ukuthi okay no mfethu you need to build a house, you need to do such and such. So I'm saying ukuthi into enhle leyo for mina, that's how I see it yabo, into grand leyo. And iyasiza futhi leyo nto leyo because manje iya ngathini motivate ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi nawe wenza izinto ezibetter about impilo yakho, wenza izinto that are going to help you prosper or that are going to help you evolve. Yebo le nto ngishoyo. So nje I wanna know from you guys, I wanna know from you it's okay it's indaba. It's into like, do you feel like we should change our distractions? Because vele umuntu at some point we all wanna be distracted, but God, it also counts with what is it that you want to be distracted by. Yabo, you cannot want to be distracted by into as it's detrimental for you. You need to choose your distractions. Choose your distractions wisely. That's what I'm trying to say. Choose your distraction wisely. Okay, if I'm being distracted by this, then this is how I'm going to deal with it. This is how I'm going to move. This is how I'm going to take it ukuthi distracted ngalokho ngisiza kanje, and then this is how I'm going to move. So nje iyasiza leyo nto leyo. But yeah, I don't want to be too much. Let me just give you another song and then we'll come back. So you were listening to Sex in F-Town, Saxophone in F-Town by The House by Dane. Guys, you know it's a Sunday, so I'm giving you my gems that are chilled. It's chilled vibes in Jebafeso namhlanje. Everything is chilled, which is keeping it chilled and low-key when it comes to the music. So yeah, guys, Sunday, I like it because it creates a little atmosphere of staying with your family, bonding and stuff. But then kusikhathi esiningi mina ngithatha as time to reflect, yabo. We have that moment ukuthi okay, as in I need to just sit down and reflect in your own life, reflect on izinto, being appreciative of your family, being appreciative of izinto that you've been able to attain, yabo leyo nto leyo. So nje, with that being said, ngiyibe naleyo nto ukuthi we also have time ukuthi si-address certain things yabo that mhlambe ukuthi okay, mina this is how I feel about izinto ezenzeka. But I think one of the things esibhekane nazo as family is the family struggles that's usually okay emndenini kahle kahle, yabo. So I wanna know from you guys ukuthi what are your family struggles, because there's a lot of you ungena household, in a household you will find out ukuthi there are family struggles, yabo leyo nto engisho. So manje mina, my question is that what is your family struggles and how do you deal with lezo zinto ke manje, yabo lento engisho ngoba phela it's very important for us guys to understand ukuthi yes, we living in a family. Family is everything. Family is important, you know. Bazi basho bathi blood is thicker than water, which is what I agree with. I'm with that 100%. But then kenze kuthola ukuthi mhlambe now as you grow, there's a life that you've designed for yourself or that you've planned for yourself. We begin in an architectural form. It's okay, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it. But then uthola ukuthi emndenini mhlambe kunabantu who are dragging their feet ekuthenini excuse babhekelele mhlambe umndeni. For an example, let's say mhlambe kini wena ohlezi mhlambe uthe wenza izinto ekhaya, you always doing things for umndeni wakho. Do you feel like mhlambe leyo nto, are you being appreciated enough, or vele it's something that is mandatory ukuthi uyenze as umuntu osuke ehlala khona emndenini, yabo? If that's the case, then abanye abantu bakini should they be able to contribute nabo emndenini ekuthenini sikwazi phela ukuthi okay, now we as a family, then we should be able to contribute such and such so that ikhaya lethu lizoba right. Yes, angiphiki ukuthi umuntu uzoba nendawo yakhe nekhaya lakhe, but let me make a scenario. Sisi wena who is providing, but mhlambe awusebenzi okanye uyaphanda, but kunabantu bakini who are doing well, bona they are doing things for their families, but when you doing things for your family, but thola ukuthi ezinye izinto wena ziyaleka kubona baya-evolve. Should you abandon leyo nto leyo, focus entweni yakho, or do we consider leyo nto i-black sex uma ke manje like umuntu utholuthini uya-evolve, uyenza into zakhe abe right, wena wenza ezasekhaya awubi grand? Because now what I've noticed kweminye imindeni uthola ukuthi laba benza izinto abangabelenzeli ekhaya, uma sebefika bona kuba lula ukuthi ba-attend, but wena u-attend. I don't know, maybe it's because of i-problem yet too much access. Yabona nokuthi uhlezi accessible, you are too available for them ukuthi bavesane nje bathi I know sibanibani vele uhleze khona, so we understand. Or should it be a case ukuthi if you grow nonke ezingane nimane niphume ekhaya and then leave abantu bakini bayibonele? But now the question comes ekuthenini manje, if you made a sacrifice, uma sethi mhlawumbe umndeni umuntu uyalimala mhlawumbe omzali, wenza njani? Or now you decide ukuthi okay, ngizohlala mina, and then hold back. Do you feel like you're being held back by looking after umndeni wakho? Yabo mhlambe let's say your father, your mother, or anyone ogulayo. Ihamba kanjani le nto leyo? Yabo leyo nto leyo, because iba inkinga kwezinye indawo uthola ukuthi like when imndeni kumele address le nto, it becomes an elephant in the room. So I want to know from you guys, what are your family struggles? I want us to talk about leyo nto leyo ukuthi should you feel like ukuthi, do you think it's black tax if it's looking after umndeni wakho, the one that mhlawumbe abazali bakho abakukhulisa, but uthola ukuthi you are not getting assistance from abantu bakini? Or Do you feel like vele kufanele kube into oyenzayo ungaze ubheke kwabanye abantu mhlawumbe abama-siblings akho? Yabo leyo nto leyo. Or is like uma ukwenza lokho, does it move you forward or is it holding you back kule nto obukade ufisa ukuyenza in life? Those are things that I want to know. Let me know in the comment section, and then drop a like, drop a share, drop a subscribe, and then let's push this page, guys, ukuthi likhule as much as it should be. Let's go to another song and then we'll wrap up the show. That song was Divine Prayer Part 2 by The House by Dane. So yeah, guys, as I'm gonna wrap up the show, I'm gonna touch kancane kule topic because inhloso yami, guys, is to have umuntu who's well experienced kule topic ukuthi what is the best idea to save money or to invest money? Because isikhathi esiningi I'm always with the young ones, and I always advise them as they are trying to find themselves out or figure out life, what they need to do they need to save imali. Yabo. Yes, you can invest, but it's better to invest if you have learned your field and if you study it and you know what are you going to do and what is the way to move forward. So mina into engihlezi ngiyitshela intwana ukuthi mina that's what this is how I operate. I operate on the 50-30-20 rule. I think I saw that video on YouTube before. I don't know, maybe it's the Jews who do that. That 50, so let's say I'm climbing 100 rand. If I have 100 rand, 50 rand is the money that I'm not gonna touch. Then with 30 rand, it's the money I'm climbing. Let's say I sell a products or I render a service. It's imali stock. Then the 20 rand is what I'm gonna use for myself. Usually, what I usually do, sometimes I'll pay myself a salary if I render a service. So I will reward myself with the 20 rand, but I will consider as a salary. You understand? I think sure. So, with that being said, my question here is, how does one maneuver from saving money to investing money? Do you guys think ukuthi sinama platforms that are enough ukuthi asifundise leyo nto leyo? Because all the time kuma video I always say abantu invest, but I hardly see vele bathi abanye ukusave imali, it's not a good idea. But then for someone who doesn't know how to invest, don't you think it's wise for them to save money? Yeah, but I remember I once saw, I think it was a video, but there was someone who was talking to Ama Creatives. First, like he was giving them, Mama point out saying about the music game. He was a songwriter. The first rule he said was save man. I think in the first point was save man, but 3 of those 10 points was saving man. Ukuthi save your money. And ibalekile leyo nto leyo, yabo. And I would be lying if I said umuntu angayisave imali invest, because I believe it's better to save money than to spend money recklessly, yabo. Because in order for you to invest, you need to have money. So you can't invest if you don't have money, yabo leyo nto leyo. So bengifuna nje ukuthola leyo nto leyo from your perspective ukuthi what do you guys think about it? Yabo, I'm praying futhi I'm hoping ukuthi I can find someone ongakwazi ukuyichaza letho mhlamba I break it down. Yabo, maybe mhlamba we can have them on the show by break it down ukuthi okay, which is the key, this is how you save money, and when isiphi isikhathi la khona where you've saved money, or which amount is enough for you, it's okay, now I've saved enough amount of money. Then what is it? How can I invest? Where do I start to invest? Because it's more to akumbola, guys. We have Forex, we have Bitcoin, we have NFT. Ziningi lezinto, amanye amabhano ayafika land, amanye afika yandiza. Yabo nje, there's a lot. But then the reason I'm talking about this money is because the money talk is build up on the future episodes where we're going to talk about how now we can interject or insert the money conversation with my creatives. Ukuthi, how do we move about ukuthi my creative understand the money language and how money works and how money operates. So this begeke babe nenkinga uthola umuntu mhlamba useyakhala ukuthi yeo mhlamba I've been ripped off nan. Yabo lento engishoyo, we need to understand leyo nto leyo ukuthi yonke into, guys, iyaxhumana. Njoba ngisho say, like, we were talking about scrolling syndrome, distractions and habits, and then we went to our family struggles which grows to, like, the scrolling syndrome, it goes along with our distraction and my habits. Our family struggles, they go along with saving money and investing money, because obviously these struggles that we have isn't anything that has to do with imali. So I want to hear from you, what is it that you should do to save money? Yiphi save imali? Are you doing it the old school way? Are you doing it the new school way? Like mina, on the show, if mhlambe kukhona umuntu amaziyo, guys, please let me know. I want to find someone who show ozokwazi ukuyibreaka down yonke lento, who will break it down so they see what's okay. When you save money, this is the way to save money. Even like with izinto zokuvula ama-account yonke leyo, it's okay, this is how you save money, this is how you open an account, the type of account you open, yonke leyo nto leyo. I want someone who's going to be able to break it down. It's okay, now you've saved money, then this is how you investing manje. These are the steps that you take, because impilo for life ukuthi ikwazi ukuthi izinto zibe convenient, you need to have money, yabo. Wonke umuntu basisithi nje I wanna be rich, I wanna have money, but sonke siyayidinga imali. So let's siyazi ukuthi okay, when I move from here, then ngiyazi ukuthi okay, nginemali engaka, this is what I'm expecting my investment. When is the right time to invest? When is the right time to pull out investment? How do you do that? Yabo nje like ubungozi babo, the beauty and the danger, yonke leyo nto, we need to have those things. And I know there are some people, like I wanna say the shout out to them, like your Thembe Wayos, about who are preaching the money conversations, yabo. And I like that, but then we need to sing book into from the surface, because yabo, as you scroll uzobona video and then ube tempted, but so there's a lot that goes behind ilento le money talk, that the saving money and the investing money. So guys, I want to hear from you, how do we go about doing leyo nto le? Yabo leyo nto le, because zonke lezi zinto they require discipline, but then we'll also tackle that one as well. So guys, I want to hear from you, and I want you, like, while you're at that, to continue like and subscribe, share this with others. This, like, on a good Sunday, guys, like, I want you guys just to enjoy it. Hope you had a great time at church. Hope you're now cooking a very succulent meal. Yeah, guys, you know the vibes. It's good vibes, good conversations, thought-provoking conversations, and good music. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to share this with you now, and I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you did, please subscribe and like. I know I'm saying that, but I want the page to grow, so this is sizokwazi ukuthi lifike enyelele kwabanye abantu abazokwazi ukuthi bathole le message, and then maybe utilize the message that we're trying to share with you guys. So yeah, guys, I hope niba nesikhathi esigrandi. And I hope you love yourself, love your family. As always, Simo Sake signing out, spreading peace, love, and unity amongst all of you guys. Peace out.